Hi, everybody. Welcome. I am so glad to be crafting with you today. Last week, I was with my family at Disney World. We usually go about once a year, but this year we did something a little bit unique and we did the Star Cruiser, was it the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser experience? If you're not familiar with that, it is like an immersion resort where everything's like Star Wars theme. It's kind of a combination resort and dinner theater in a way. And what you do is you kind of play, you can play missions on like a data pad, which is basically your phone, a little app on your phone. And you can, as you know, in Star Wars, there's like the light side and then there's the dark side. Well, I thought I would be like really clever and play both sides just to be able to have fun with both of them. But the only problem is that they selected me, I guess, because I was going rogue like that, trying to be a double agent. They put me with the dark side. And I secretly wanted to be on the light side because you know how the story ends. We all know the Star Wars stories ends with the good end up winning, right? So I didn't want to be on the losing side. And but I have to tell you, it was so awesome. The guy who played the bad guy, the Lieutenant Croy, amazing actor. I mean, he was phenomenal. So we had a great time. We were really glad we ended up on the dark side. However, once the what do they call it? The First Order, the bad side. Once they were kind of taken out by the Resistance, the Lieutenant Croy starts naming people by name. And so my husband and I are like in the corner going, "Oh God, please don't say my name. Please don't say her name. Please don't say her name." But he didn't because anyway. So it was a lot of fun. A little bit different experience for our family. And then we spent the rest of the week at Disney World just enjoying the parks. So I have so much to share with you today. I actually hopped on yesterday real quick for a few minutes because there was so much happening with Stampin' Up. And yes, I do have a little sneak peek for you here. I will get to it shortly. So if you saw, Stampin' Up release the last chance list because this catalog, it's retiring, it's going away because we got to make room for new stuff, right? We got a new catalog coming in January. And so you can actually, there are several items that are on sale up to 60% off that are from the holiday catalog. And I would tell you, when I was going through, I like to mark in my holiday catalog what's retiring. And I think it's easier to tell you what's not retiring because a lot of it is. So go check out that sale. If there's anything still left on your holiday catalog wish list, go over and shop that. Also, too, they just added a whole bunch of new items to the clearance rack. I checked it probably a couple of hours ago, and I am astonished what's still left on there. And that too is also up to 60% off. So go check that out. But I wanted to share with you what I am doing before I share this fun stuff with you. Yes, it is a sneak peek. I just got in some of my order from the new catalog, so I'll share one of the items with you. But for those two sales, or if there's anything you need for your crafting, I am doing a Happy Holidays giveaway. And what I do is I have a 25-day advent calendar, and you can earn an entry into a box for every $25 increment you order before shipping and tax, and I will enter you into a giveaway. So once we fill all 25 boxes, what I do is I draw for 5 prizes. And those could be embellishments, stamp sets, a bundle. It could be some really cool Stampin' Up! Branded merchandise. You just never know. But you can earn an entry by shopping with me and using this host code. Just to tell you, and I forgot to tell you yesterday in my little quick video, that the prizes are actually new catalog products. However, even though the giveaway entries end on December 18th, once I select the prize winners, I will not be able to send them their prizes till the catalog goes live after January 5th. So if you do win a prize, hang tight. I want to be able to get you some new goodies, but I can't send it to you until after the catalog goes live. But what I am also doing is I am doing a grand prize giveaway. Once we fill that whole box of 25 slots, what I will do is I will draw one person to win a storage case with a full thing of all of the Stampin' acrylic blocks. This is such a wonderful must-have to have for your craft collection. It's so nice to have everything handy in one spot. So I'm going to draw one person to win that when we fill all 25 boxes. But if you, no matter what size order you place, I am going to send you a free handmade gift bag and a card too. And that's actually what I'm going to share with you today is that gift bag and the card. The designs will vary because I am using some of my different holiday supplies to do that. But anyway, so guys, that's kind of what's happening in Stampin' Up, what I'm doing. So take advantage of that, shop, and get some really cool goodies at awesome prices. All right, y'all ready? Y'all want to see? All right, let me go on ahead and I'm going to remove my banner so we can see everything. All right, so I just got in one of my pre-orders. I next dated because I wanted it fast and I wanted to be able to start playing with it this weekend because for January, I want to focus on this Country Lane bundle or the collection. So would y'all like to see a little bit close up? So this is the Country Bouquet bundle. This is beautiful. I love this. Hopefully you can see. There's the punch. And also too, I haven't even looked at some of this stuff. I literally just opened it and haven't even looked at the paper. Some really pretty sparkly sequins. And we have some ribbons. This is actually a combination ribbon pack of real red and burlap. And I kind of pulled real quickly some different colors. It is actually real red is what it's intended to be, but I think it coordinates beautifully with the Sweet Sorbet, Poppy Parade, as well as the real red. So I thought I would just kind of share that with you because I was like, oh, that kind of goes with all of them. So you kind of got a little versatility there. So I think that's pretty cool. And let's look at the papers. I have not even seen these. I just literally just kind of sliced it open just to make it easier. So let's take a look. All right. Oh, look at all those pretty gingham prints. I love it. This thing would kind of have like a pale papaya, I guess. And what is that? Sweet sorbet. Let me look at the back here. Did you know on the back they tell you what's actually what colors they use? They use balmy blue, mint macaron. Oh, it's petal pink. Okay, petal pink and sweet sorbet. So you have 4 colors. We have the balmy blue, and there's that mint macaron. Some really fun gingham prints there. Great for all kinds of stuff. All right, let's take a look at this. This is called the Country Floral Lane paper. And let's see, let me pull it out. And we've got, oh, look at those really pretty hearts. You can't tell probably, but there are some really tiny little hearts in there and some little X's and O's. And then just a really pretty, oh, that's pretty, little petal pink. Oh, and some tiny little hearts. Oh, that's pretty. Got some bikes. And nice neutral blue on the back. And we have some little larger of the flowers. Oh, that's cute. The blue, and it's got little hearts going along in lines. Ooh, and I bet you anything that coordinates with the punch. How cool is that? So really pretty. Oh, stripes. Love that. So anyway, I'm going to be playing. Oh, one more. I forgot there's 6 pages. There you go. Oh, I love that. That's cute. All right. So I'm going to have fun playing with that. So if you're a part of my Sweet Creations Club, guess what we're playing with? We're going to play with this Country Lane in January. So if you're not part of my club, make sure you sign up and you don't miss any of my monthly project kits. Okay, let's see. So I have a list here. Told you about what's going on with Stampin' Up. Share prize winner. I did select somebody to win for the share from 2 weeks ago, and that was my friend Jeanne. So Jeanne, you are winning the Counting Sheep stamp set and the dies. Chances are, I'm going to guess you already have this, so maybe you want to just pass it along to a friend. If you don't have it, hey, congratulations. If you don't mind, I'm probably going to send this with your bunko if that is okay. All right, so next one, if you share this video, which I see several of you are sharing, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to enter you into a drawing to win this really cute Christmas Scotty project kit. This actually, I had one left over from Bunko last month, and it makes this really cute little wooden plaque. And it makes a card, and you know what, guys? I pulled the wrong card. Forgot. Okay, sorry about that. It makes this card right here. I pulled the wrong one. So anyway, really fun project kit, and it's got some fun goodies in there for you. So share, comment that you shared, and I will enter you into the drawing next Friday. Okay, so today, let me share with you what we're making. We're gonna make really pretty gift bag. Do you ever have like these just really simple craft gift bags or white gift bags? And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our pretty paper and make a gift bag, a custom gift bag with a coordinating card. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is when my kids were growing up, I don't know how this happened, but every time I needed for like a birthday party they were going to, I needed a gift bag. I always had Christmas bags. But when I needed Christmas bags, I always seemed to have birthday bags, or I needed a baby shower gift bag or something. So I like to have just these craft gift bags or just white gift bags on hand. That way I can design whatever I need whenever I need it. So this is the one we're going to make today using the Boughs of Holly Designer Series paper. We're also let me show you the paper real quick. Got some interesting prints. This was actually a paper I had not played with until I did this gift bag. And it's a really pretty paper there. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. That kind of looks like camouflage to me. I love this print, really pretty, and a really pretty stripe on the back. I love this little polka dot one. This has I always love polka dots. That's one of my favorite prints. And then some small poinsettias. We got some trees. And that one again kind of looks like camouflage to me, but we actually are going to use it. I am using it for a border. Larger poinsettia and then just a basic kind of red there. And then I use this just to manually cut out a flower for the projects today. And then that's just kind of like some tree bark. So that's the paper that we're playing with. What also too is I am using the Christmas to Remember stamp set. I really like this stamp set because it has just good basic set of Christmas holiday sentiments. I am using the Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder. We could use any embossing folder we want. You could use any of the wood grains we have. If you have the old settle that retired, you could use that as well. Now, this is a set of dies that I use actually pretty often, but I really haven't talked about it much, and that is the Designer Tags dies. And I'm going to show you kind of a really cool trick what to do with that large die today. And then we're going to use this die as well, this one with a really pretty scallop. And then I'm also using this window pane evening evergreen check ribbon. So let me pull all my supplies in. I'm going to leave my projects out here so you can kind of see them here in the corner a little bit. And so what we're going to do is, remember, if you're on my email list, you will get the project sheet for what I'm making today with all the measurements and the supplies I'm using. Also, too, I'm going to share some alternative ones that I made just to give you some ideas, and I did include them on that project sheet for you. All right, so let's start off with just a basic craft bag. Now, the one that I am using today, oh goodness, which size did I use? It is 6 by 8.25. Now you could go larger, you could go smaller, just adjust the measurements based on your bag. And I'm going to start off with the really pretty polka dot print from the Boughs of Holly Designer Series paper. Now, if you choose, you could choose the poinsettia side if you want. And so we're just going to glue. This is a 6 by 6 piece. And we're just going to add lots of glue because we want to make sure that it sticks completely to our bag. And I'm going to make sure I got some along the edges. And this is just going to go right here at the top. I'm going to line it up. And then I'm just going to kind of press down real well, make sure that it sticks everywhere. And then next what I want to do is I'm going to take a 3 by 6 of this print from the paper, and we're going to just glue it at the bottom. Now we have two choices. I want to kind of cover up my seam where my Designer Series paper meets. So we have two options. We could either just go with just a straight, simple strip of paper, of cardstock to cover that. But I don't want to do that. I like pretty. I like scallops. So what I did is I took a piece of evening evergreen cardstock. This piece, before I cut it, was 1 by 6, and I used the scallop die from the Scalloped Contours die set. And so what it is, I die cut it, and I'm just going to glue it across, cover that seam, and give it a really pretty look. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to put that on. And so there we go, really simple bag, but I want to add a really cool gift tag on it. So a little tip, what I did is I cut out the large die and thick basic cardstock from the, what is it called again? The designer tags dies, but I don't need all of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my trimmer here, and right here where it starts to bend is I'm just gonna cut that off because I don't want that. So I'm just gonna kind of line it up, and we're gonna snip that off. So as you see, I just took just the tiniest little bit off. So right there, just a little bit. And so this I can trash, I don't need that. And what I wanna do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment here in the corner. Now I did something, and this may freak some of y'all out, but I actually cut my stamp. It said Merry Christmas, and I cut it in half because I wanted to have it on top of each other. So if you do that, always try to cut it at an angle, so that way if you ever do want to use them together, you have a nice way that they can kind of rest together. So that's a little tip I recommend if you do decide to cut your stamps. All right, so I am using Evening Evergreen, and I just put my finger on it. Shoot. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Merry on top. And then we're going to put the Christmas underneath. Or you can do it the other way. You can put Christmas first. Does not matter. And while I'm stamping, you know what? Let's go on ahead. I'm going to jump ahead here for my card, if that's okay with you. So I die cut out from the designer tags. I cut out this really pretty label, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which says, "Friends like you make this season special." And we're going to stamp that towards the top. That way we just get all of our stamping done at one time. And I don't have to worry about inky fingers on anything. Okay, got that. We're gonna set that aside. I don't need it till my card. So we'll put that there. All right, so what I did is I cut out manually from the designer series paper, just one of the single poinsettias, and I'm gonna use my dimensionals and just pop it up right here onto my tag. And I'm going to use a few dimensionals here because there's a lot. It's a kind of a big piece. And I want to make sure it stays. Okay. And so we're just going to kind of put that right there at an angle. And then the last thing I need to do is just tie it off with our ribbon. Let's see. Checking comments real quick. Oh yes, absolutely. You can, that's a great way to use up your designer series paper, because a lot of times we have like 6x6 or 3x6 pieces. So it's a great way just to kind of custom make bags, maybe make a bunch ahead of time so you have them on hand. And then let me snip off my bow, or trim that off. I think I'm done with that. All right. I did not do this for this bag, but I've been eyeing it for a while, and I really kind of think it needs a little bling. What do y'all think? So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some of these rustic metallic dots. Let's check it out. Let's see if we like it. If we don't, that's okay. We just won't do it the next time. So I am going to, where each of these scallops are, I'm going to add just a little bit of bling. And you're going to have to bear with me because I have a bunch of scraps of these dots, and so they're kind of everywhere. All right, let's see if I can do this. Ooh, I am liking it. I am really loving this. How cool. I wasn't sure how this would turn out, but I am loving it. Oops, that one wants to run away. And let's see, let's do 2 more. Ooh, I like it. What do you think, guys? Do y'all like it with the dots or without? I am liking it with the dots. I think that's cool. I may go back and I may add some here on the top, but let's just leave it as is and let's work on the card. All right, so what we're going to do is for the card, I am taking a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I have scored it in half at 5 1/2 inches. And so I burnished it to create our card base. Then what I did is I took the large poinsettia print. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, and it's just going to go right here on top for our layer. And then next what I did, remember that kind of funky looking camouflage print? Well, it's actually not the camouflage, it's the green one, right? I took a piece of that because I wanted to bring in some of the greens that are in this really pretty poinsettia paper. You like the dots? Yay, I do too. I like the dots too. Thank you. I think it really looks cool. This piece measures, let's see, it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Let me repeat that. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And that is just going to go right here on the middle of my card front. And then what I did is I took the time-worn embossing folder and I embossed a piece of basic white cardstock. Now this piece measures 3 by 4 1/4. And then that is just going to go right here on top. Now I also too, as I did one in the wood grain, so we could also swap that out. Let's try it. Let's try it with wood grain. I haven't done it with wood grain, so let's go ahead and try that. See if we like it better. It's a little hard to see all the details of the embossing on a video, but it's really pretty in person. So I'm just going to put that on top. Again, it's also same measurement of 3 by 4 1/4. And we're going to kind of get that nice and flat. And then I've already stamped, so that is all good to go. So I'm just going to pop that up with dimensionals. And then just put that kind of towards the top. And then what I did is I took, again, manually cut this out. This one has 2 poinsettias on it. And then we're just going to pop that up here in the corner. And that will finish it up. You need to kind of figure out there where I want to put my dimensionals. Let's see, do I have enough? Yes, I think I do. I may have to change it up just a little bit because it looks like this one is a kind of angled. You know what? I think I need to come. No, I want it on this side. I do. I really want it on that side. So there we go. We got that. And then lastly, what I did is instead of doing a big bow, because I felt like that would just be really overpowering for this card, is I just took the ribbon, just did a really simple knot, and we're going to adhere that on with a glue dot. Keep it simple. Add in, tie in the color, but not be overwhelming. And again, shall we try the dots? Let's go for it. Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can pull. Like I said, I have just a little bit left and it's a bunch of scraps. So I'm going to see, let's kind of add maybe 3 of the small ones here. And then maybe a big one for this one. Just kind of mix it up a little bit because I don't think I have enough small. So again, tell me, do you like it with the dots or without? Pretty cool, huh? All right, guys, so that is the project I have for you this week. And also too, if you want, you can also too, look how pretty that would be just on top of the bag itself, just the card front alone. So you could also do that too, where you could take, without doing the whole card, you could just do the card front and glue that on or pop it up with dimensionals and really embellish your bag. Make it a really, really pretty bag. So that's the project I have for you today. Told you about the sale. Don't miss it. Oh, the other bags. I almost forgot. Okay, so I have been playing, and like I said, with any size order you place with me between now and December 18th, I am going to send you a thank you gift of a bag and a card. Here are also some other ones I have been making. This one is using the Santa Express paper, which I think is still on sale. It's still in the last chance sale, but I'm not sure if it is sold out. But anyway, go check that out. This is a card that actually was designed by my upline, Erica Serwin, for our Santa retreat last month. And then this is another bag with the candy cane paper. And you remember we did the shaker card few weeks ago. You can go back, check out my YouTube video if you want to learn how to make that. And then this is one using, again, the Santa Express paper. I did that kind of look like maybe like the top of a chimney with snow on it, and then a card to go with it. So anyway, you might get one of these bags and cards when you place an order with me. All right, so guys, I am getting ready this weekend. I'm going to be designing for the January Sweet Creations Club, but I do have just a couple of spots left. If you want to try out the club for December, I am doing the Lighthouse Point bundle. That's the focus. Even if you have an old lighthouse set, you could even substitute with that as well. How much is the order? Any size order for the gift bag and the card. For if you want to be entered into my giveaway drawing, a minimum order of $25. So for every $25 you place with me, you're going to get an entry into my giveaway. So if it's a $50 order, you will get 2 entries. But also too, if your order is $35, at least $35, I'm going to email you the December Sweet Stampin' print. So let me see, any size order, you get the gift bag and the card. Order of $25 minimum, you will get, or every $25 increment, you will get an entry into my giveaway drawing. And if it's at least $35, I will also send you the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. Hope that makes sense. I know that's a lot. So guys, I will see y'all next week. So anyway, but like I said, for the December club, if you are interested in trying out the Sweet Creations Club for like 1 month, I do have a couple of extra spots left, but that will close on December 5th. So reach out to me. You can email me, message me, and I will be happy to send that out to you and get you, share with you how you can get that kit. Okay, guys, that is it. Lots today, a lot of fun stuff, and we'll see you next time, next Friday. Bye.